Growing muscle is simple. Step 1, create tiny tears in the muscle. Step 2, let the body do its job, which is to heal and grow the muscle. Step 3, eat the foods that support muscle growth. Step 4, rest. Lift, eat, rest, and let nature handle everything else. It really is that simple. I've been lifting for some time, and what I've seen has been very consistent. The people that get results are people who have focused on a particular muscle on each day that they lift weights. These people insist on creating that familiar burn, which tells them that they are actually breaking down muscle. They are always trying to lift just a little bit heavier or complete 1 or 2 more reps than they got the last time that they focused on a particular muscle group. Finally, the people that are getting results, they rarely compare themselves to other people. They don't have time to compare because they're just too busy doing the best that they can do, and they know how to appreciate what they have already done. Knowing how to appreciate what you did is one of the most important factors when it comes to muscle growth. Appreciation is what allows you to notice your progress. Anytime you feel stagnant during your muscle building journey, rest assured that you really are making progress, and all you need to do is get back to appreciating that progress. To appreciate is to know the benefits of your present level of strength and size. Because you know the benefits of your present physical condition, you feel great about your body right now. And you know how to work with your body right now to create the improvements that you want to see. Appreciating your progress means enjoying the fact that when lifting weights, you create as much of that familiar burn as you can handle. Appreciating your progress means enjoying the fact that you prioritize proper form when lifting weights. Appreciating progress means that you enjoy that one additional rep that you were able to get during your workout. Finally, appreciating progress means that you trust your body to do its job while you eat and rest. Appreciate your present physical condition at all times. And from this appreciative state of mind, your workouts will cause you to make progress. When lifting, pick an exercise and prioritize proper form. Use a weight that is heavy enough that you know for sure that you are challenging the muscle that you're focusing on. The weight should be challenging, but it should not be straining. And you should pay attention to and feel the specific muscle that you're training. The muscle that you're training needs to be the muscle that is primarily lifting the weight. If you're on the bench press, for example, your chest, triceps, biceps, shoulders, and core will engage. But you want to focus on using your chest primarily as the muscle group that is lifting the bar, assuming that chest is the muscle group that you chose to work on that day. As you hold the barbell, take note of your grip. Your grip should be firm enough so that you are always in control. Simultaneously, you want to ensure that you're not over gripping. Think about how you would responsibly hold a steering wheel in your car. That's how you should hold the barbell when bench pressing. The tension that you feel in your forearms, biceps, triceps, and shoulders will not be at a maximum. You'll feel just enough tension, which will indicate that you are in total control. But simultaneously, you're not interested in using those muscles to lift the bar. That allows you to focus on your chest. Lift the bar by squeezing your chest. Pay attention to how your chest feels during this exercise. As that familiar burn begins to increase, as you're finding that your movement is slowing because your chest is fatiguing, that's how you know that you're actually training your chest. You should notice that your chest is starting to get tired after 8 to 12 reps. And when you get to the point where you don't think you can lift the bar anymore, it's helpful if you have a spotter working with you. It's helpful to try one last rep. You want to feel your chest doing the work. That's how you know you're actually doing something. Often, people find that they need to use lighter weights in order to focus on this kind of form. On the bench press, for example, when you prioritize form and when you start focusing on using your chest primarily to lift the bar, you will likely lift with less weight on the bar. Even though you're lifting with less weight, you will find that your chest now is getting stronger and is going to grow because you're actually focusing on using your chest during the exercise. The weight has to be light enough so that you can focus on your chest. Simultaneously, the weight has to be heavy enough so that you know for sure that your chest is being challenged. Whatever that weight turns out to be for you, over time, that weight is going to increase. As this weight increases, so will your strength and size. You can imagine what this looks like. Just picture a bodybuilder that you admire. Picture this person during a set. As you watch them lift, you're amazed as a few things become apparent to you. The bodybuilder is always in control. The bodybuilder is undoubtedly challenged, and you can tell that the very last rep was barely able to be completed. At the same time, this person maintained good form and was focused on using the muscle being trained to lift the weight. At the end of the set, you know this person worked for it, but you never questioned their safety, and you were certain that they challenged the muscle that they were training. When you train like that, you will make progress. Progress typically takes much longer than you could ever imagine. Progress often seems stagnant, and then out of nowhere, progress is accelerated. Your progress is affected by your learning curve, nutrition, and rest. Physical progress is slow as you calibrate and learn to work with your own body. Your body is communicating with you. It's telling you when it can do more, it's telling you when you're overdoing it, and it's telling you when it needs rest. You cannot read about your unique body in a book, so you just have to learn to work with it. During this learning time, physical progress may seem non-existent. Meanwhile, the most important kind of progress, which is learning, this most important kind of progress is taking place and it needs to be valued. When you are in sync with your body, physical progress is going to accelerate. By now, for the most part, I have not really discussed the different types of movements: bench press, arm curls, pull-ups, squats. How many sets should you do? How many reps should you do? All this talk and basically nothing about what to do and for how long. Here's why. You already know it. The knowledge is within you. To access that knowledge, you need to feel self-confident when you're working out. How self-confident do you feel when thinking of yourself as a bodybuilder? This is a very useful question. You'll need to peak this confidence if you're going to make progress. You can feel confident that you are a bodybuilder at any stage, because a bodybuilder is not a person who lifts enormous weight and has a highly muscular appearance. A bodybuilder is someone who has a strength or aesthetic goal. This is a person who takes a series of actions in the name of achieving fitness goals. You are a bodybuilder right from the start, regardless of how much weight you lift. A bodybuilder is proud not because this person lifts a great deal of weight. Instead, the bodybuilder is proud because they appreciate their body as it is today, even though they know they have not yet achieved a particular goal. It doesn't matter how big you get. There will always be the next goal. It will always be important to take time to admire your own body as it is in the present, regardless of how it compares to anyone else and regardless of how it compares to your goal. This kind of self-appreciation, it's always going to take practice, and you always need to evolve this self-appreciation. Your self-appreciation will yield your self-confidence when it comes to building muscle. And that self-confidence is the thing that gives you access to the knowledge within you. And that self-confidence will cause you to use that knowledge with massive energy and conviction. So you will likely try a variety of movements and find out what works best for you. You might lift with a friend or work with a strategist or a trainer, or you might find some workout program. And this will all just be great to create the template that gets you started. You're going to see results, however, after you take your template and reshape it so that it fits you perfectly. Putting together your lifting plan means that you determine which muscle groups you will focus on during each workout. My plan is spread out over 4 days. I'll focus on chest on day 1, back and biceps on day 2, shoulders on day 3, legs on day 4. Abs get thrown in whenever I feel like working them. And this is a familiar routine for some people and completely foreign for others. And none of that really matters because my routine is what's right for me. No matter the workout routine that you use, pay attention to how you feel and keep these standards. Use proper form so that you stay strong. Focus on the muscle group that you're training such that the focused muscle group is primarily responsible for lifting the weight. Lift light enough that you can maintain this proper form and focus. Also, lift heavy enough such that you feel that familiar burn in the muscle that you're working on. Do know that every successful bodybuilder enters the gym in a peaked mental state, meaning they're eager and energetic to start. They're ready to create that familiar burn, and they will not settle for less than that familiar burn. I've got one last thing to share on state of mind. It's how to know when you're done. You're not done when you've run out of actions. You're not done when you've run out of inspiration. You're not done when you've run out of actions. You are done when you've run out of inspiration. If you get bored, just leave. If you get tired, leave. If your focus is wandering, it's a good time to stop. When you're out of mental state, you're no longer doing very much. So either get back in mental state if you can, or if you cannot do that, just don't worry about it and head out. This is the long game. This is not the next 6 months of your life. This is now a part of your ongoing life, and your life should feel engaging, challenging, and enjoyable at all times. There's no point to being in the gym if your heart is not in it. There will be days when your heart is not in it, and it's more important for you to be in the place that is most engaging for you. Sometimes that place is not the gym. Your workout is over either when your body tells you that it's done or when your mind is clearly focused elsewhere. And I absolutely live this. There are days where I will lift for 2 hours, and there have been days where I've walked into the gym, lifted for 20 minutes, and then called it a day because I knew that my heart was not in it that day. Your success does not need to be about hanging in there against all odds. Sticking it out through the pain is not necessary. Yeah, people do it. Yes, people find success doing it this way. And yes, some people love the struggle. But this one is not about the struggle. This is about the good life. This is about building leverage so that your naturally desired actions are enough to produce the results that most people think are impossible. And this leverage is your state of mind, and it's powerful. The last thing to know is that your muscle will grow outside the gym. You go to the gym to ever so slightly break the muscle down. Then you go into rest, and it's during your rest that the muscle heals and grows. Your body will tell you when it needs rest, and you should listen to your body as often as you can. There will even be days when you choose rest rather than go to the gym. If you don't have the energy, you don't have the energy. Prioritize maximizing your energy by prioritizing rest and by prioritizing your uplifted state of mind. When you have energy, no one else will be able to stop you from hitting the gym and maximizing your workout. In the follow-up video, Nutrition for Fitness, I'll share what I know about nutrition and how it relates to muscle growth and definition. Lift, eat, rest. It's really simple, and everyone can do this. Enjoy your muscle building journey. Sending good vibes.